I'm Samara DiCaprio, daughter of Gino DiCaprio, and today I'm going to be interviewing him about a dream he had. So, the first pointer would be thought, which is on, I guess you could say, zombies. And then there's oneness, physical, think and not a thought, and balance. Okay, so on the first pointer, what do you have to say?
Okay, on thoughts and zombies. That's what you want to know. I had this really strange dream last night. Is that I was this kind of like energy floating. It wasn't light. It was kind of light and darkness both at the same time. And floating, all I was a thought. And when I mean by I thought, I mean there's a big difference between thinking and thought. I'll use the zombie. That's why I mentioned zombies. If you ever see these programs on zombies, the zombies they're just moving around, eating people up. But they're not thinking. There's no thought going through what they're doing. They're just there. While the human being, you're able to think, you want to survive. In this dream, like I said, I was this thought that was floating just nowhere, out there, and not things daily basic. Like, for example, like you, my daughter, I'd be thinking about if she's eating healthy, she's taking care of herself, if she's all right, if she cleaned the house, you know. So I always have things that's going through my mind. That's the process of thinking. While this whole idea of being the thought, consciousness as one, it's sad to be honest, because there is no thinking process. All it is just thoughts that's floating around. So that was really the point on that part. So.
Hi. Okay. What is oneness?
What is the second question? Well, the reason why I was talking about oneness, I was talking before about the whole thought process, is the whole idea is that there's a lot of people out there, they want to get back to be one, all of us being one. I'll tell you the reason why I'm not interested in becoming back as one. Being one, as I said, when I had this vision or this dream, whatever you want to call it, where just floating as a thought, and really nothing's going through, just thoughts, which is so hard to explain, is there's no process. The belief that I have, remember this is my personal belief, doesn't have to be yours, is that we decided to become physical beings. Why? So it can be individual. Even though we're all one, we all decided one of our individual thoughts. Which has been very helpful because we created, which is what we believe is real, physical, and doesn't really exist, but because we created it. And we are each living in our oneness to be able to think, make decisions, different but just being a thought. So that would be mostly about it. Now, as I'm going to demonstrate because my thought's not working, is on the next subject would be the physical thinking and not a thought. As a physical, as we know, as I explained before, is that we are using a thinking process every day to survive. The whole idea with the last one, which I'm talking about, balance, is that where I originally come from, that I remember, is I realized that wasn't really my origin. My origin was I came from another dimension, which is the 12th dimension, where we were trying to continue to balance, but where this negative energy came because of physical reality. And then there was a betrayal, which I explained deeply in my book, especially book 3, which for now you can pick it up. It's an unedited version. You'll be able to see the original writing before I'm going to edit it and change it a little. That we came here for a purpose and a goal. It means finding certain people that left when we came to this physical planet. I don't want to get too deep. I write just leave it all in the book. Now going back to the balance, is that there will be a time when we're all gonna become one thought again. And there's a lot of us don't want to go back to it, and that's the reason why the physical reality still exists. Is because we want to have that independence, even though we are one, but to keep that whole thought. So I'm just going to leave it there because I don't want to confuse more people in my whole belief and philosophy. But this dream out was very important because all I know, it did scare me a little. I don't mean scary and terrifying, but it did scare me just thinking that all I was a thought. We all were a thought without thinking. That was really an experience I don't think I do want to go to. I prefer to be a thinking thought and maybe go back to where I originally came from, but keep that individuality. At the same time, is that we can somehow all connect with each other and work with each other. It's okay, have one thought, we're helping each other, but at the same time, we have that individuality. So that's about it. So I hope that Sam, Ariel, that I've answered your question, or I hope I wasn't too quick on it.